How's it going, guys? It's AJayPay bringing you another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. This one's against SirDwarfFlark, and it's an Ubers match. Yeah, Legends versus Legends in an epic match. That's basically what Ubers really is. Well, the really good Legends at least. And a few random pokes. But anyways, this one was a pretty good match as I actually got better at Ubers and I finally got a match up. And as you can see, he has an Excadrill, which is kind of surprising since he doesn't really have Sand on his team. We possibly could have Sandstorm, but yeah, let's just go ahead and begin the battle. I'm going to predict him to lead off with his Darkrai just to put something to sleep. So I'm just going to lead off with Ferrothorn because honestly, I don't really care if this thing's asleep. I don't want anything else to sleep because everything else is more important than my Ferrothorn. And my Ferrothorn only really just needs to set up spikes and just be a defensive wall. He's gonna put me to sleep with Dark Void. He's not gonna miss. I was hoping he was. And he's gonna go for the Focus Blast, and he misses here as I'm gonna wake up and hit the Leech Seed. And honestly, you should expect that with Focus Blast to miss. Well, expect to miss sometimes, because Focus Blast is usually Focus Miss. It's more like 50% accuracy, not like 70 or 80 or whatever it's actually supposed to be. So I get the Leech Seed on, and he's going to switch out and go into his Thundurus as I predict the switch, and I'm going to go for a T-Wave. And I know he wouldn't switch to Excadrill only because my Ferrothorn can actually take an Excadrill on with Power Whip. But yeah, so it's nice that I actually T-Wave this thing because this thing has Prankster and all, but it can attack with Thunder, and if I had the Rain Up, it'd probably go first since it's faster than most of my pokes. And now that it's paralyzed, it's gonna go last, so I can get my Rain Up freely later. As you see, he predicted my switch and went for a T-Wave, and then we both get Pair Hacks the next turn, which was a waste of a turn. And he's gonna Volt Switch here, and I knew he was probably gonna do that, either that or switch. And I know I can probably get a free turn just to set up Stealth Rocks, which I was trying to do the first turn earlier, as I'm gonna get the rocks up. And he switches this Excadrill in, and I'm afraid of this thing. This is the biggest threat to my special defensive wall, Dialga, so I'm going to switch it to Touch Me, my Ferrothorn, just to take the physical hit, but he's going for Earthquake, so he's not really touching me. But yeah, and that does more than I kind of expected. Well, actually, not really, but he's going to go for the Swords Dance, as I'm going to go for a Power Up just to see how much this thing would do. And this actually does a decent amount. That's a little less than a 2-hit KO, so it's a 3-hit KO. And he's gonna go for the +2 Earthquake. And I thought I could live this, but apparently I can't live a +2, even though a +0 did absolutely nothing. But I guess that makes sense. So I could go to my Scarf Kyogre, just get Rain Up, and just go for a Water Spout on anything in general, because I know nothing would want to take it. And he's gonna switch into his Ferrothorn. And this Water Spout in the rain with basically full health actually does a lot. That looked like a 2-hit KO despite the Stealth Rocks damage, and after the leftovers I thought I could knock this thing out. So I'm gonna go for the Water Spout again, and this thing lives. And I was so mad as he Thunder Waves me and basically ruins my Kyogre set. And literally it looked like my first Water Spout got max damage and the second one got min damage. So now my Kyogre is kind of useless, so I have to save it there for like Death Fodder. And I go into my special defensive Dialga, as I know I'll probably just set up rocks or go Leaf Seed or Spikes or something. And at this point, I believe he's just going to leave his Ferrothorn in as basically Death Fodder. As I'm just going to try to finish this thing off, as he's going to go for a Power Whip, and that does nothing. And that was a crit, because I quad resist that. But of course, I get Para Hacks. So this Dialga of mine does not like this paralyzation. It's been Para Hacks like more than half of the time. I think like 75% of the time. And he's going to go for another Power Whip, just basically staying as Death Fodder. And I'm going to go for that Draco, just in case if he decides to switch out to something. And I'm going to take that Ferrothorn out. So he's going to switch into his Excadrill now. And I thought he would predict my switch and he would go for Swords Dance. So this is why I stayed in. However, I over-predicted and he's just going to straight up go for the Earthquake just to take me out. So I lost both of my walls now. Well, actually, he's not going to take me out yet. I get Para-Haxed here, which is really stupid. It should have just killed me off. It's just like the last game I played. But yeah, basically, the whole point is this Excadrill is going to finish me off. So I lost both of my walls, my special defensive wall and my physical wall. So now I have to play my cards right in order to win this game. So I'm going to switch into my Splash Plate Arceus. And I know that Waterfall, that's stab and boosted by the rain, is going to do a lot, and it's max attack and adamant nature as well. And he switches Thunders in predicting my Sword Dance or either as Death Fodder, not really sure, but that takes it out. But now here comes the Zekrom, which is a really big threat. I don't know what this thing wants to do. It's most likely Scarf, because I don't know any other reason why he would want to switch this in. So I'm going to switch out and go to my Mewtwo just to figure out the set he is, and basically as Death Fodder as well. But I am a bulky Mewtwo, so I know I can probably live one Outrage possibly, as he's going to go for the Outrage, and I actually lived that, so it's looking like he's either Expert Belted or Choice Scarf at this point. But he shows that he outspeeds me here, so he is a Choice Scarf set. So down goes my Mewtwo, and now I know he's confused, and I'm going to go into my Kyogre just to go for Ice Beam, because if he decides to stay in, he'll take the risk of being hit by Confusion, or he's most likely going to switch to Extra Drill, which he does. And I know from the Rocks damage and the Ice Beam, I could take it out with the Ice Beam from that Rage, is what I thought at least. But he barely lives and gets a Rapid Spin off. So now that my Rocks are gone, I'm going to take out the Extra Drill, but now his Kyurem is safe to switch in anytime it wants. So, and I don't know what set that thing is still, so I'm going to have to figure that out later. So he's going to switch his Zekrom back in, and I thought I didn't want to switch out here into my Zekrom because he might have went for Outrage. So I might as well just leave my Kyogre in as Death Fodder, because my Kyogre is basically kind of useless. And so, gonna go into my Zekrom now, and my Zekrom is Choice Banded. And I'm just gonna go for the Outrage, because nothing on his team would want to appreciate Outrage, and he's locked into Bolt Strike, which I 4 times resist. And he's gonna switch into his Darkrai, and Choice Banded Zekrom does not play any games. I mean, like, holy shit. This thing is never dead weight to me in any game. It's always MVP or close to it. And in this game, it's definitely my MVP. As he's going to switch his Choice Scarf Zekrom in. And since he's Choice Scarf and Zekrom does have some decent bulk, I'm going to lift this barely with 64 health. And I'm going to take his Zekrom out easily with my Choice Banded Outrage Max Attack, Stab, Super Effective, Adamant. Holy shit. This thing is freaking beast in Ubers. And he's going to go into his Kyurem now. I don't know what set it is. I have 2 Pokestuff and he has 1. And he's just going to opt to go for the Ice Beam. So I'm hoping at this point he's choiced in some way, because I'm fearing that he's going to go for a Draco on my last poke, which is my Splash Plate Arceus. I know I'm faster, but I know a Dragon Claw won't take it out in 1 hit. So I'm just going to go for the Dragon Claw, because I know it's probably a 2-hit KO, and I'm hoping that he's choiced. And I'm hoping he's not leftovers. And it turns out he is choiced in some way, probably Spexus that does actually a lot. And he's locked to the Ice Beam, and I'm just going to be able to go for a second Dragon Claw. And that will take out this Kyurem, and that will be a close 1-0 victory. And that was a very good game, SirDwarfFlark. That was like probably the most enjoyable Ubers match I had so far, at least. But I'm going to change my upload schedule to Tuesday and Thursday, simply because I'd rather upload like 2 really good games rather than 3 decent games. And also I can stock up on more good games. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, like if you like, comment if you like, and subscribe if you like, and I'll see you guys later.